Okay, we got a question here.
I've heard tell of people raising the saying if they want to base their argument on a constitutional right, and I've heard of judges speaking up and saying, well, the Constitution has no place in my courtroom. How can they even think about that?
Boy, that is a very serious statement. Because what that judge just did in an open court of law under Title 18 United States Code Section 2381 is he just committed an act of treason. See, the judge is sworn under Article 11 in this state, Paragraph 1, that he will uphold the Constitution of the United States and move as most immediately as is practicable to defend the Constitution, and a violation of that act would be capital felony treason under the people and government of the United States of America, and he would be subject, upon conviction, to be hung by the neck. That's how serious.
Suppose if the defendant had a driver's license and they were trying to argue a traffic matter and they were kind of in the system already and raised the constitutional objection that the judge might say it doesn't apply.
Well, here's how we start a lot of these traffic cases, and I'll get right into that. The issue, when you first walk before a traffic court, you see, when they merged these courts together in 1963, they screwed up. They wanted to lay off half the judges, see, and they only wanted to have one building. So what they did is they merged the traffic court per se, or that docket, into the criminal court docket. And when they did that, they didn't check the rules, you see. And when they didn't check the rules, they didn't allow for jurisdictional challenges between the two courts. So what happens now is you come before the court, and there's several ways you can come before the court. Now, this gentleman here is correct. When he's talking about you have a driver's license, you have entered into a contractual relationship with the state. In other words, it's not a lawful contract because you cannot enter into an unlawful contract. You understand? It is a contract, though, because it's recognized as a contract. Because you have voluntarily entered into this contract, you agreed to all of the rules in their law book for that contract. Now, this is what we call admiralty and maritime jurisdiction or artificial jurisdiction. And it's a rather heavy argument going into Erie Railroad versus Tompkins and McCulloch versus Maryland, and we'll go into that in depth at the end of this program, but I wanted to share with you briefly. When you sign your driver's license, and especially today, and your voter's registration card, you will notice a little note right under your signature where you agree to the acceptance of the duality of citizenship of not only at the common law, but you accept the national jurisdiction under admiralty and maritime jurisdiction, which allows you to be sucked into all of these uniform commercial code requirements. And this is a very serious thing you're signing here. You don't understand it, but you just sold all your constitutional rights down the sewer when you signed that document. So when you sign it, my honest advice, and this is from experience, you sign the thing, and right at the end of your name, you write UD, U period, D period, at the end of your name, and underneath your name, you write 1-207 without prejudice. Now, what that does, it says, I'll be glad to accept your ridiculous privilege. I don't really need to, but I will just to keep myself from being in trouble with the cops. And I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll exercise our Uniform Commercial Code caveat that allows us to keep all of our constitutional rights. In other words, my signature is not really a signature of contract, it's a signature of convenience that allows me to get a piece of paper to put in my pocket for identification purposes, that allows me to sign my checks and do whatever I got to do. But it doesn't in any way make any admissions or confessions or require me to participate in any of your rule book schemes under your admiralty and maritime tontine scheme.